Hi, welcome to day 2 of our 5-day yoga challenge. We are going to start in a comfortable seat, so just find your way down onto the mat and a comfortable cross-legged pose or the legs straight out in front, whatever is most comfortable for you. Just feel rooted down through the sits bones. You can remove any flesh that you need to. Sit up nice and tall, and let's take the arms and inhale, arms up. Breathing in, breath and movement here. And then exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, arms up. Pause at the top and then exhale, arms down. One more time, inhaling, arms up. And exhale, arms down. Walk the right fingers out. Inhale the left arm up. Keep the left hip planted, stretch, reach it up. And then exhale as you reach and stretch over. Breathe. Draw the left shoulder back, lift the chest. And release. Other side, walk the left fingertips out. The right hand comes up, stretching it up. Right hip stays planted, lifting. And then on your exhale, we stretch and reach. Breathe. And release the arm down. Beautiful. So let's do a nice little twist here. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, the left hand behind you. The right hand comes across on the knee. Let's sit up nice and tall. So use the hand behind you to lift, lengthen through the spine. Inhaling up and then exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lengthen up. Then exhale, twist. Breathe. Beautiful. So I'm twisting, taking that on the other side. Inhale, both arms come up. Inhale. Exhale, the left arm across the body. So left hand on the right knee, the right hand behind you. Inhale, lift it up, lengthen through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, release. Begin to twist. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, twisting. Breathing. And release. Beautiful. So let's bring the legs nice and wide. Okay, so when the legs are nice and wide, try to keep your toes flexed for this pose, and then the kneecaps facing straight up. So just inhale the arms up. And then exhale, begin to bring the hands forward. And then we're going to slightly just press the chest forward, feeling a nice stretch in the inner thighs here. Keeping the knees facing up and trying to keep the toes up, drawing back towards you. So breathe. And if you can find any more space, you can begin to walk the hands forward. Breathing, feeling a nice stretch in the inner thighs here. Elbows to the ground if that's available. Breathe. Beautiful. So begin to walk the hands back towards you. We're going to take the legs back together. And we're going to bring them to the side and come over on all fours. So coming into our table. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and let's get a little motion, a little fluid into our hips. So sit back toward the right, and we're going to do some really big hip circles here. So just take the hips all the way around, up and over the wrists. So let's do 3 big circles here, and whatever feels good, just creating beautiful flowing motion in a circle here. So we're going to do 3 times. And then we'll change directions. This is a great way to just get into the hips, A little movement there, a little stretch. Remembering to breathe. And when you've done 3 times on each side, we'll meet back in the center. So back in center, neutral spine here. We'll go through our cat-cow. So inhale, lift the heart, take the shoulders back, tailbone is up. So the belly is dropping here. And then exhale, begin to round. So as you're rounding, you're scooping the tailbone, navel comes up into the spine. And then inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, shoulders back. And then exhale and round. Beautiful. So let's step the right toes back and then onto the side of the foot. You're going to take your left hand. We're coming into a side plank. So the left hand comes to the center of the mat and you're going to lift the right hand up. Good. So stretch it up. Nice, strong leg. And then if it's available in your practice, you can lift the back leg, breathe here. So wherever you are, keeping those hips up, stretching up to the sky, breathe. Release the leg, release the arm, and we'll take that on the other side. So coming back through table, extend the left toes back, take it onto the side of the foot. Our other foot is used as our little kickstand to help for balance. That foot can come out to the side, the right hand center of the mat, lift the left arm up and breathe. So the leg can stay on the ground, or if it's available, you're stretching it up and out, breathing. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Release the leg and release the hand. And so back in tabletop, draw those hands out in front, coming up to your downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, and begin to pedal through the feet. So the hands are spread, or the fingers are spread nice and wide here, pressing the chest toward the thighs as we pedal the feet. And now slowly begin pressing both heels down to the ground. Beautiful. So looking up, we're going to take the right foot, bring it up. So try bringing it way up into the chest to help get the foot in between the hands. And we're going to come into a low lunge. So walk those toes forward. Make sure the knee is not going beyond the ankle. And we're going to stretch the hips a little here. So a little movement here. So go ahead and straighten the front leg and bend it. So just working through the hips here. Beautiful. So now we're going to bend the front knee, sink down into those hips. We're going to keep the left hand on the ground and stretch and reach the right hand back. Beautiful. If you'd like, you can lift the back knee. Beautiful. So back knee comes down if it was up. And then we're going to bring the foot back into table and then back through downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, lift the hips up, draw them back. Press down through the heels. Even if they're not touching the ground, just actively pressing through the heels, pressing the chest toward the thighs. And this time we're going to take the left knee, so drawing it up toward the chest, toward the nose. You may need to help it through and lower that back knee. And then from here, we're going to stretch the leg and bend the knee. So just kind of doing a little back and forth motion here. Stretching through the hips, the hip flexor. And then we're going to come back into our low lunge, sinking into the front hips, drawing the toes a bit forward if you find that the knee is going beyond the ankle. Now this time the right hand is down on the ground and we're going to stretch and lengthen the left hand back. So eye gaze toward the back of the room or the side of the room, lifting the back knee, if that's in your practice, and breathe. Beautiful. So drawing the knee back down, hand back to the front, and coming back into table, and then lifting up into your downward facing dog. The hips go up and back, draw the heels down toward the ground. So let's walk the hands back to the feet. Grab opposite elbows. Take a look at your feet, keeping them nice and parallel. Breathe here. Slight bend in the knees to help you stretch from that lower back, just creating space there. Completely relax the neck. Hands to the hips and slowly come all the way up to standing. Head comes up last. And then step to the front of the mat. We're going to do 2 sun salutations here. But standing to the front of the mat, bring the palms down along the side body, facing forward. Close the eyes for a moment. Feel rooted down through the soles of the feet. Lifting up through the thighs, strong core. Shoulders are back and down. Standing up nice and tall here. Breathing. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, so you swan dive forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Relax the head down. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. And then exhale, stepping it back into a high plank. So your high plank pose. And if you need to, you can have the knees down for modified plank. So breathing here. And now we're going to lift up into downward facing dog. So shifting the hips up and back. And then drawing the heels down. Press the chest toward the thighs. And breathe. We're going to look forward, and you can walk back forward, back to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale the arms all the way up to the top, slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. And do 1 more of those. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift the heart, nice flat back. And then exhale, step the left foot back and then the right into your high plank. The strong core here, lifting that navel up to the spine, breathe. And then from here, we're going to shift into downward facing dog. So whether you need to transition to the knees and then back, I'll leave that up to you. And just honoring your body in your practice, breathing. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to drop the knees nice and wide on the mat. Bring the toes together and sit back into your child pose. So stretch the arms forward, forehead to the mat. Breathe. Beautiful. So drawing the hands back. We're going to sit off to the side, bringing the feet in front. I'm going to come to line on the back. Stretch the body out. Beautiful. So bring, go ahead and bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet onto the earth. Take those arms wide. Lift the knees, or the feet, I should say, lift the feet up. And then we're going to allow the knees to fall over to the right. Eye gaze, looking to the left if it's comfortable. Into a nice soft Easy pose, easy twist pose here, breathing. That comes back to neutral, bringing the knees up and over. And if it's too much to have the feet off the ground, you can most certainly have the soles of the feet on the ground and allow the knees to fall to the side. Always listening to your body. And breathe. And back to neutral, bringing the knees back up to the center. Give yourself a big hug. Drawing back of the head back onto the mat. Let's take the hands on the knees and just go into little circles. Circle the knees, giving the lower back a massage. And then take it the other way. And then giving yourself a big hug again. So as you squeeze the knees, draw the tailbone down away from you. Now release the knees, soles of the feet onto the ground, and then allow the knees to open. Bring the hands onto the belly, feeling connected. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. As you inhale, you notice the belly rises. And each exhale, the belly falls. Thank you for joining me for day 2 of your yoga challenge. Have a beautiful day and night. Namaste.